Hey everyone, it's Sherri from Travel Runner's Journey, and it's a TRJ live show, episode 47. Ask Sherri, consistency, tips, and support. We are live. All right, so today's topic is about consistency and consistency in run training. Now, consistency could also be whether you're posting on social media, consistency with your diet, consistency with whatever. But for today's show, I'm talking about run training, and you can fold it over to what area of your life that this needs attention to. So, this is a topic that I think everybody has issues with consistency from time to time. I do. And I have to bring myself back to okay, let's get back on this proverbial horse. The one thing I can say that I am consistent on is getting back to my training. However, personally, I'd like to shift that from being consistent to getting back to my training to be consistent while doing my training. So this show is about just some tips that you can look at as to incorporate. And also I got something at the end, and it's in the support section. So let's look at consistency. What's a definition of consistency? And, this is according to you. So, when I was in Kung Fu, you have to do this every day. Seriously? No. What is it according to you? Is your run training 3 times a week? Is it once a week? What is the run training for you? And here's the thing, it must fit into your schedule. And this is where just grabbing a training plan from online and trying to paste it into your life doesn't work. You have to look at what's going on in your life and what's going on in your life right now. Does that fit in? And that's the first part of consistency, is looking at how many times can I do this? A great example, last year, my husband was going through a massive amount of overtime. Could I do my training schedule as it was laid out by my coach? No. So I looked back and went, what can I do? What can I do that's both a stress relief and I can get something done? Something done. Okay. And now here's the key point. Something is better than nothing. Okay. So sometimes we have to use the something principle. Something is better than nothing. So look at what you've got going on in your life and see as to how many times you can do your training. Now, for me, I have yoga, strength, and run training. So those are the 3 components of my run training set by my coach. So there's times I look and go, okay, I can do one and not the other, but let's see how I can kind of maneuver that through. So looking at your life and going, what can fit in? And while we're looking at that is, when's the best time for it to fit in? Some people, they do the training in the morning, some people in the evening. When's the best time for you? And check in with your body, your circadian rhythm, your own rhythm. And when's it best for you to do your training? And I'm going to fold this over social media posting, whatever it is. When is that best time that it actually almost is like magic that you get it done? Okay. So that's a non-negotiable. Exactly. Your training is non-negotiable, because life will throw whatever it can and will at you to attempt to derail you. So what can you do to keep you focused, to keep you engaged? And I'm going to come back with a little story here. When I was teaching at NAIT, I knew the second semester was just hell on wheels for me. I had such a busy schedule. I knew I could not get to class. And my Kung Fu master gave me a really important piece of advice. I said, I can't come to class because I am either working or I'm sleeping, one of the two. What can I do to keep me engaged? And you know what he said? Do your push-ups. It keeps you engaged. And it was true. That kept me engaged, and it kept like a light at the end of the tunnel. By doing my push-ups, I could see the light at the end of the tunnel that this will pass. Okay. So if it's something like that, what is the one thing you can do that will keep you engaged and keep you connected to your training? Okay. It might be a short little run. It might be if you also do yoga and strength training, it might be that. And there's where the something principle is. It's not an all or nothing. It's what can you do to keep you connected and keep you engaged. Okay. So let's look at where are you consistent? Because a lot of people will go, I'm not consistent. Well, the more times you keep saying, I'm not consistent, you're training yourself not to be consistent. So look at the areas of your life where you are consistent. And you think, well, I'm not consistent. Well, do you brush your teeth every day? Are you consistent at that? Do you brush your teeth in the morning, at night? Do you floss? Make a list of some things that you are consistent at. And then it actually looks, the subconscious looks at that and goes, oh, I am consistent there. And if you look and see a list, I'm going to challenge you to write out 10 things of where you are consistent and look at, all right, I'm consistent there. How can I bring that into my run training? Okay. So look at where you are consistent and go, how can I bring that into my run training? Because you know what? It honestly helps. It really does. I had to do that for myself. And when I looked at, I'm not consistent in this one area, and I went, wait a minute. If I keep telling myself I'm not consistent, I am just sealing the deal and programming myself not to be consistent. So therefore, I went and journaled. Where am I consistent? Where do I show up regularly? Where is it just a non-negotiable for me to show up? Okay. Now let's look at appointments. You make appointments for everything. Your work is an appointment, really, when it comes down to it. So your dentist, your doctor, all the appointments that you got, schedule your training as an appointment. Yes, it is that important. Your training is a non-negotiable. Okay, let me say that again. Your training is a non-negotiable. So therefore, because it's important to you, schedule it in like an appointment. Okay. And schedule it in where it actually serves. It actually does serve you to be the best. Personally, I don't run in the evenings because it doesn't work for me. I'll go for a nice sunset walk that helps me cool down and actually slow down from the day. Have I done something in my training? Absolutely. I've done something. But where is it a non-negotiable? And make yourself an appointment. Okay. Now, a lot of people look and go, I need someone to hold me accountable. Here's the truth. The only one to hold you accountable is you. Okay. So I'm going to ask, who here has issues with being consistent in your run training? Drop it in the comments below. You know what? I'll raise my hand. Anyone else raising their hand? So let's look at accountability. The only person to hold you accountable is you. You're the only one that's going to haul yourself out the door. Nobody's going to grab you by the scruff of the neck and the seat of the pants and fire you out the door. Nobody. However, here's where the support comes in, and look at what kind of support do you need to keep you on track? Think about that for a second. What kind of support do you need or would you like to keep you on track? A lot of people have running partners, and a lot of times running partners, one doesn't want to go, but the other one's saying, hey, come on, let's go. Would a running partner help? Would it be doing a running group, like in a community situation, say, for example, Trail Sisters, or I got to think of the Holy Trails, a running group? Does a running group support you? Does that help you? If you're thinking, well, yeah, but that's once a week. It's something, isn't it? It's something, better than nothing. Or would an online group help? An online group of where it is a safe group, of where you, at the beginning of the week, you write down and go, this is what I'm going to do this week, or this is what I'm going to do today. And you report back to say whether you did or you didn't. It's a group of where you report and you share your wins, you share your successes. You have a coach available of where you can ask questions. I'm having trouble with this. Can I get help? And it's a helpful community of where where it basically helps keep you engaged. And there's a coach available to answer your questions. And also the rest, it's a community of where everyone helps everyone else. This could be, say, for example, an online group like a Facebook group, or it could be messenger chat or something like Telegram. Would that be an option? So tell me below in the comments, what would help you to help keep you on track, help you hold yourself accountable, and be support so that you can be consistent in your run training. Let me know in the comments below. And if you're catching this on replay, absolutely drop me in the comments if you're going, yeah, I'd like help with being consistent. Thank you very much. And yeah, let me know what would help you, because you know what? I'm here to help you. I would love to help you be keep you on track. You know why? Because it helps me be on track. It helps me get out the door. And it's like those push-ups I had to do. It helps me keep that consistent, help me keep engaged. And that's a big thing. It helps to keep me and everyone else engaged. So would that be something you'd like? Let me know in the comments. In the meantime, I challenge you to journal out, where are you consistent in your life? Look at that and go, yeah, I am consistent. So how could I roll this over? So everyone, have a great day. Have a great week ahead of you. And we'll catch you next week.